Hello guys, hi, how's it going? Thanks so much for coming back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name's Crystal. So I am finally going to do my 2023 planner lineup, and I took my time planning this literally because I wanted to make sure that this is going to be my solid lineup for the year, and I'm not going to go back in and change a bunch of stuff, which I've been known to do. I'm going to change the planner covers, let's be real, but I'm pretty solid on this system. So just getting right into it, because it's going to be a long video, I'm pretty sure, is my first main planner, and it's the Everyday Carry personal rings. So this one, and I'm not going to go through all the deco and where it's all from, but I am going to go through the sections. And if you have any questions at all, please just leave them in the comment section below, and I'd be so happy to answer those for you guys. No worries. Okay, so, and also too, I'm using my new microphone. I mentioned this in my last video, and I hope it sounds okay. I'm loving it so far, though, I think. Okay, anyways, so we're opening it right up. This cover is the Moterm cover. I will say where my covers are from. But my main cover, honestly, for my personal rings is my Velvet Sand. This is my unicorn planner, my Velvet Sand personal rings from Vander Spek. I just want to note that out because I'm probably going to be changing back pretty soon. And this, yeah, like I said, this is my end all be all favorite cover for personal rings. So we open her up, and I just usually have some deco in the front, but my first section is in my inbox. And so that's just where I kind of brain dump anything that's going on in my head and stuff that I want to remember. And then my next section is lists, and this is just kind of like a collection of everything and everything, like things to buy, my master to-do list, like video creation steps, anything also, again, that I don't want to forget, and that's going to take a little bit more room for it paper-wise, and more things to buy for our new house that we're moving into, and best post times, and I have so many different types of list inserts. They're my favorite inserts to get, and like important to-do list, weekly checklist. I'm just giving you some examples here. Also here, sorry if you can tell that the video kind of went split for a second, it's because my boyfriend had to come into the room because he was collecting some dishes, because he was doing the dishes like an amazing person he is. Okay, back so to the notes, the lists area. So yeah, just some, I like the big checklist too. More list, 2023 planner lineup, stuff like that I like to write down. More needs lists. And then I always keep a bunch of blank lists in here, so I have a whole bunch. And then I always have some deco after each section. And then my next one is weeklies. And then I have some vertical weeklies from Cloth and Paper that I bought dated. And then those are going to be my main ones. And I also have some Noted Company undated inserts too for weeklies that I love. So then I have weeklies, and then it goes into my dailies. And then I have a bunch of different daily inserts just depending on what I need for the specific day. Like I have 2 days on one page. I have 2 pages for one day. That works really great. And then I just have, a regular old page a day. So I have dailies next. And then we go into my monthlies. And then monthlies they're from Noted Company. And I usually use 1 month on 2 pages. Sorry, there we go. Had to get that out for a second. Oops, sorry, my wires are showing. Oh no. Okay, oh no, technical difficulties. Hang on. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Not the most professional channel over here, but we do our best. And we have fun while we're doing it too. It's the main thing. So we have those, and I usually only keep 1/4 in my planner, so I have the first 3 months. And then after my monthlies, we usually go to trackers. So I have my monthly habit trackers. I have my mood tracker. I have my affirmations and gratitudes. I have a monthly overview. And then I have some following trackers in here. I have my no spend tracker. And then I have wish list and order tracker. Sometimes I keep this in a separate finance section that's mini, but it just depends on what kind of dividers I'm using. Because when I use the Salty 22 dividers, they come with 8, so I have lots of more sections to play with. But these ones are from Cloth and Paper, which I love as well, and there's only 6, so I condense things a little bit more. And then yeah, so then I just usually have a piece of deco back here, and then some cards. So that is my main planner, my personal everyday carry, personal ranks. And then my next planner is my goals planner, and that's in a personal rinse as well. Whoops. And this is another Moterm cover. So for this planner, I am using the Salty 22 dividers here, and I just have like a ton of different goals inserts. So I have a little inbox here that's kind of not even worth mentioning because I barely use it. But I have the Goal Maker bundle by Paper Test Designs, and it looks like this on the cover. So that's one section. My next section is some more of like specialty shops inserts. So like EO Edits. I have some inserts from there. Rosie Papeterie, May Paper Co. And then my next section, which I call Goals Volume Number 3, is just like a whole bunch of just random goals inserts, freebies, ones from Etsy, just a whole bunch more inserts. And it's where I usually list out more goals. So I just kind of have, these are all goals inserts, the first 3 sections. And then my next section is wellness. And then I don't have too much in here. I just have like self-care appointment tracker, a feeling ill chart. I have my workout trackers in here. And the wellness planner by EO Edits. And then I have a self-care section, which is tiny again, which is just I have this yearly overview in here for lack of a better place to put it. And if I need to reference any days in here, I have it. And then, that's all I actually have in there. So I think I just needed something to call. I used to have an EO Edits bundle in here. That's why it used to be called self-care. But I kind of took it out. And then I have a journal section, which is kind of like a seasonal reset. And here's some journal prompts I have. And then I have some therapy notes and just things like that. Currently, inserts, which I love doing. So I just have stuff like that in here. And I have some word of the month. And then to finish it off in my miscellaneous section, I have pen swatches and just some note paper. So that's kind of just the gist of my goals planner, which is pretty straightforward. And then my next planner that we use in personal rings is my reference planner. So this is another Moterm cover. I love Moterm, if you can't tell. I know most people do, for good reason. And in here I have, it's just kind of like by a habit that I put inbox as my first section. But like I do use it in most planners. I usually use it most in my main EDC. But so the first section is inbox, and then we go over to my health. And then here I track my medications, all my personal, well, obviously they're personal, but all of my specialty doctors and regular doctors. And then I have doctor inserts in here too, doctor visits that I use when I'm on the phone with the doctor, or I'll take this in person too. And then I have this medical procedure log, so I keep my track of those. And then I also keep track of like some other info, like dental info, my COVID vaccines, my eye care, stuff like that. So that's in my health. And then we go to my inventory tab. And then this is just where I keep an inventory of my planner collection, actually. And I use this more than you would think. And these inserts are from Your Paper and Line Co. and they're perfect. I have a section for personal, for A5, pocket, I kind of keep it categorized like that. And then I'm able to write like the main feature of the planner and then the brand, where you purchased it from. So usually either the website or Amazon, stuff like that, Filofax. And then I have the date that you purchased it. And then you can also have a spot to put the destash date if you sell it or if you get rid of it. So I use this a lot when I'm trying to pick out a new cover, and because I keep all of my covers in their boxes to keep them, in most pristine condition I can. So instead of going through each box when I'm trying to pick out a new cover, I just go to my planner inventory and I just look through it and I pick a cover out that way. And then I have my next section is the references. So these ones are like a little bit more private. I have some like passwords. I have this oh shit reference that I really need to fill out for like emergencies. The police station phone number, fire station phone number, poison control locksmith I really like. That's from Scarlett Jo Planson. And then I have some favorite quotes in here. And I have my contacts, just in case my phone dies or I lose my phone. And I have some digital download inserts here that I want to remember the file name for. I have a lot more to fill in, but it's a tedious task for sure, that one. Going into your computer and looking up all the file names. And then I have makeup references in here. And I have my favorite shops. For each one of my favorite shops, I sort them out by category. So I have like my favorite dashboard shops, my favorite sticker shops, favorite planner shops, etc. You get the picture, I'm sure. Accessories, inserts. And then that's the end of my reference section. And then we go into my coupon codes. So that is the next part. And this is a hefty section because these amazing shops give you so many coupon codes to use. And there's so many amazing girls doing PR for shops too, where you can use their codes. So that is what this is for, basically. So I have it alphabetized. And I have it alphabetized by shop name. So like Arna Stationery, so A's, and then I have B's, C's, D's, E's, and like E's, Elm, Paper Co, EO Edits, or I don't have one for EO Edits, but you get the picture, right? And then like Filofax codes, Hey Planner Girl codes, you know what I mean? So there's so many in here. So every time I'm about to buy something from any shop, I look into my code section because more often than not, I do have a discount code to use. And then my last part here is just note paper. Not even really worth mentioning, but just some note paper to fill up my last divider. So that is my reference planner, and it's in a personal rings. Okay, and then my next one is going to be an A5 size. So we're switching up sizes now. So this one is my extension planner. And in here, I do have, some planners, I do have a bit of an overlap of duplication of information, but I try to really keep that minimal. So in here, we have my A5 extension. So just some deco, of course. And then we have an inbox for in here because I like to also keep an inbox in each planner just in case I'm working in that planner and I come up with an idea or something that I don't want to forget. I want a place to put it because not every planner has a list section, right? So we have our inbox section, and then we have health. So this, I know this is duplicated, but if I want an A5 glance at it, and I have a couple different inserts in here as well, I'll just use this one. Just kind of depends on my mood, to be honest. And sometimes I like viewing my information at an A5 level. So I have some more doctor's visits. And I have more doctor's visits. And then I also keep my patient health questionnaire in here, which is for mental health. My doctor likes me to fill it out every time before I have an appointment with him. So I just printed those out and put them in here. And I have my doctor's information here again and my medications list. And I do have my procedure log in here as well. And some different prescription logs. And then I have like some information about this condition I have in my hand. Oh my gosh, me trying to pronounce this is funny. Okay, D. quiverans tenosynovitis. Yeah, that's sadly as good as it's gonna get. But it's just, I have this thing in my wrist. It's kind of like from a tendon. Just information like that. So it's not very long because I do have my main health stuff in my personal rings. But in this one, I'm able to keep like info sheets like this. So then some deco. And then we go into my finance section. So in here I have some of the finance bundle from Rosy Pepper 3, which I really like. And it does your budgeting and it has a monthly view. And then I'm kind of deciding which inserts I like best for my finances. So you'll see I have a few different ones in here. Then I downloaded the Rosy Peppa Tree month on one page, and I decided to try to like track my expenses that way at a more of a minimal at a glance view, which I'm liking. And then I also have my noted company month on 2 pages, which I really like for a more detailed at a glance view as well. And then my favorite budgeting inserts I think are my You by Design ones. And they look just like this. All budgeting inserts pretty much do the same thing though. It's just kind of finding ones that you like the layout of. And then I have some online orders I track in here. And then I track my bills for the month. And then my subscriptions. And then any afterpay that I'm doing, I'll track on there. And then I have these debt trackers, but I haven't really filled them in yet. And same with these saving ones. That's probably because I have no savings. going to try to change. That's a goal in 2023, is to try to get some savings. And then I have a savings challenge here. So that's the finances. And then we go into, I just have this tiny little goal section in here because I bought the goal maker bundle in A5 size first before I bought it in the personal size. So I didn't want to waste it. So I just have a couple inserts in here from that bundle. And then I have a couple more A5 goal inserts that I purchased before I decided to have my main goals area in personal size. So I just didn't really want to waste them. And I had space in this extension planner. So I just thought, might as well just list out all my goals for the year. And then I have a couple big goal inserts there for dashboards. And then we go into the nutrition area, which is next. And this is an EO Edits bundle, basically, the whole thing. So it's a really beautiful bundle. And then I have a meal planning insert in here as well. So just anything to do with nutrition and meal planning is in that area. And then we go over, and then I have just this. So basically everything else is just kind of filler. I don't really reference it that much, but in case I need to see the dates of the year, I have a year at a glance in here. And then I have note paper, course, and then I just have an etc. section that has nothing in it. Just the flyleaf, or the page lifter, sorry. So that is my extension planner. Sorry if I hit the microphone and you can hear it. I hope you can't hear it. I just tapped it. And then, so my next A5 planner is what I would call my everyday carry EDC. Oh, sorry, you know what? I forgot to tell you where this cover's from. This is a Filofax Saffiano cover. This is a Vander Spek Stardust cover, which I just like pet the shit out of. Oh my god, I love it so much. So this one is basically when I feel like using a bigger size for my everyday carry other than personal. So it has all the same information and it has all the same sections in it. Obviously different deco, but it has, so an inbox, it has my lists, and then it has weeklies, and then it has the dailies, and then it has like a little finance section, which is basically just my online orders and my wish list and my afterpay. And then it has my monthlies. And then after that, it does have a more detailed year at a glance from Paper Test Designs bundle, yearly bundle. Oh, there we go. So it has my future log in here. So that is a bit different. Oh, that's why it got all funny. There we go. We want to view these. I have holidays list, and then I have some yearly plans, and I use this one for birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays. And then I have this one where I use for to track memories, which I got the idea from Amanda Lee Plans. So I do have, this section is a little bit different than my everyday carry personal ranks. But then after that, I just have this area that I call tracker, but I really don't use it that much. I just have an insert from my minimal planner for today's accomplishments. And then I have an etc. section, which has my highlighter swatches in here. So I basically just use this when my mood wants to use a bigger size of a planner, which is honestly at least once a week. So I keep the information current in both this one and my personal ranks. So it is a bit of overlap, but I like planning. And I like writing in paper, so when I'm in the mood, I'll just do it. And I'm usually in the mood at least once a week, most of the time more. And then, okay, so we're going on. I have my little notes here that I'm reading off, so I just make sure I don't forget I never need anything. So we'll go on to my Hobonichi weeks, number 1. So this one I'm using as my archive planner. This is the milk tea, and this is the Moterm cover. And what I'm using this for is, just in case I lose any inserts from my ring planners, which has been known to happen, I have done that in the past. I do want a place where I can reference all of my plans for the year. And it's easy to keep a Hobonichi weeks, right? It's small, it's portable, and I just line them up for each year. And I did it last year, so I wanted to do it this year to keep an archive of all my plans. And I have a lot of medical stuff that is going on, and so I do reference back to dates in past years quite often, especially when I'm seeing new doctors or specialists. So this one I just have set up completely, and I just plugged in all of my plans for all the months, And then I'll continue to do that throughout the year when more stuff comes up. And then also to all the weeks. So it's a little bit more detailed. And I like to log the weather too, just for funsies to look back on as well. So I do the weather, weeklies, and monthlies. And then also in the notes section, I am doing like collections. So I'm doing medical procedures in here too. I'm doing some goals for the year. I have affirmations in here. I have like my eyeglass information. I've referenced this quite a bit, especially when I want to buy new ones. I have some disability stuff in there, Canva fonts, so stuff that I reference back to regularly-ish. Vander Spek specs that I like. So yeah, so that is my Hobonichi Weeks number 1. My Hobonichi Weeks number 2 is just because I already had this one first, but I really wanted to get the milk tea cover, and I'll just be straight up honest, like it was just because I just wanted the different color of the case or the cover. But I can't like bear to like waste one, and especially I do love the champagne too, which is this color, and I love this Pression's cover, which is also this. It looks like undyed a little bit, but I got it on a really great deal on Black Friday, I think it was. So this one I've decided to use as my faith planner, and what I'm going to do is I might do a sticker of the day in here just for fun. I already have some plants plugged in here though, which is totally fine, and I've decorated it a bit, but I'm going to start putting, I have this Bible verse app, and it's called Verse of the Day, and I'm going to plug it in for each day. I'm going to write the Bible verse. So I'm going to do that for the whole year, and of course I've just started over here. So I'm going to do that, and then yeah, basically I'll make any notes of what I think about the Bible verse or any meanings or any prayers over here, and I'll just use the note pages for exactly what they are for notes if I have any. So that is my Hobonichi Weeks. And then I have an HP Mini. And this little cutie here, I have some aluminum metal discs, black on it. And I have these covers are from Rosy Papeterie, these clear ones. And then I just use this as my notebook pretty much. So I do have an inbox in here. And I have some note paper. So lots of note paper. And then I have lists. Whoops, sorry, I want to make sure I'm in frame good. So I have lots of lists. Whoops. And then I just have like an etc. section. So like swatches and stuff. So that is like my simple, easy notebook. Okay, so my next planner, I know this is a shit ton of planners, but I'm trying to use them all functionally, and I'm trying not to do too much overlap, and I hope that's coming across. And sorry, I thought I just pressed mute on the microphone, but I don't think I did. I hope that's coming across when I'm explaining everything. So this planner here, this cover is from Etsy. A beautiful leather shop made it, and I got my C engraved there. It's the 5-year Hobonichi. And it started in 2022 and it goes to 2026. And if you haven't seen these online already, these are like a memory keeper. So what you have is you have every day for 6 years, you have a spot to write. So the first of the first, so this is January 1st, I wrote a blurb on 2022. I wrote something this year. I'll write something next year and then year after. And then you get to go back and see what you did on the same day for 5 years, which is kind of cool. And you know, I don't keep track of this every single day. I do have quite a few gaps in days or months even, but you know, that's okay. Just whenever I feel like writing in it, I will. And that's a treat. And I do try to keep it on my habit tracker just to remind myself to do it at night. But yeah, see, I do have a lot of blank pages in 2022, but that's okay. I have 5 years to fill this out, and usually I can go back and also look at my monthlies to try to like fill in some blanks too if I want to. So yeah, that's a pretty quick explanation of how what I'm using for memory keeper. And then I just have this little cutie bound book here that I'm using for a bullet journal when I just feel more creative. And this cover's from Moterm. This clear jelly cover's from Catspresso Co. And this is a A6 stalogy. So it doesn't fit in here like with the clear cover. it doesn't quite fit. So I just kind of like keep it in here like this. But so I just use this as a bullet journal. I used to bullet journal quite a bit in a B6, but it's just a little bit too much space for me, and especially when I don't always keep up with it. And this is just more for being a creative outlet. So here I just started to make a new key. I'll just do a little show, a little key, and I made a future log. And then next up is I'm going to make some monthlies on here, and it's a cute little A6 size too. So this is just for fun. When I want to get creative and do some cute little spreads. I use Pinterest for a lot of inspiration. Oh my god, okay. That is it. So that was, I'm looking at my notes, that was 11 planners. So yes, that is a lot, but that's okay. And I love this. It's not only productivity for me, it's also my hobby, and it's really my passion. One of my passions, at least. But before I go, I did want to give an honorable mention to the Cloth and Paper Executive Notes. Let me just grab it really quick. I should have had this ready. Sorry, guys. So here's what it looks like. And we got it in the November subscription box, actually. And this is just a beautiful cover. Beautiful color as well. And it's just a huge book of just these beautiful note papers.
Hi everyone. My name is Pinky.
Hi, Pinky.
I smell good.
It's so nice to meet you. You smell better than me. Aww.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys, I had to add that clip in. My boyfriend's little ones came in, and they wanted to say good morning to me. And we're going to go over to our new house pretty soon because we're in the middle of a move. And that was little sweet Madison. She wanted to show her penguin. So, I have to add that in. Again, these videos are like memory keepers as well for me. And I hope you guys get some information and some inspiration, or just even some entertainment out of them. But I always say the main thing is that I'm having fun, and I would do this if not one soul watched this video. But one soul will always watch this video because I make my boyfriend watch the videos and like them. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and you take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hi guys, sorry, I just needed to add in this little clip because I completely forgot to add in my purse pocket planner. And that's one of my most main, what do you call it? I guess main working functions of my 2023 planner lineup, and it was last year as well. So basically, just quickly, I house it in a LV PM cover. Sorry if you heard that, my dog just shuffled around. An LV cover that I got purchased secondhand off Poshmark, and we just open her up. She's got really tiny little rings, but it's perfect for your wallet or your purse or whatnot because it's super compact and beautiful. And I just have some deco cards in here right here, and then I have an if found card, and then I have vaccination record cards from Paper Test Designs. And then basically for this function, I have these main sections that I use. So I just have some deco, February, deco. Again, please ask me if you want to know where anything's from, but I just kind of wanted to focus more on the system right now. So right now we have an inbox. So, just jot any ideas or things that come to my mind quickly down. And then I have a list section, which is mostly to buy lists, because I obviously take this with me everywhere I go. So when I'm at a store, I can just pull this out easily. So I have list inserts in there. And then I have a health section. And I have this because when I go to doctors, I just have stuff going on like medically, and I always forget something, right? Especially when we're at doctors, and it's just kind of nerve-wracking to begin with. So I have a health section, and I have a doctor's visit insert in here, which I can use while I'm at the appointment. And then I have my medication list, and I have a list of my conditions and a list of my procedures that I've had in my life, like big ones. And I have my doctors, all other contact information, and so that's the main part of my health that I need to have with me on the go. And then I have a calendar section, which just houses my pre-plans, or my pre-plans, I guess you could say, or my plans in current motion. I only keep the current month and then 1 month afterwards because these rings are really tiny. And then I keep a future log in here for Paper Test Designs that I can use for like post months. So I have a month on 2 page, and then I have the future month, and then I have like a contact section, and I just put trackers for lack of a better section cover that they had named for it. And I just have some contacts in there. If I lose my phone or anything, I want to have those numbers. And then I have like a miscellaneous section, which I have some passwords for like codes to buildings in here. It's a fold out insert. And then I have a personal area, which I just have some makeup reference. See, all the inserts in this is stuff that I would need with me when I'm out of the house. So if I'm shopping at a store or something like that, and I can't remember what shade I am, I'll refer to this with all my stuff. And also too, if I'm going to buy makeup and I can't remember sometimes what I bought, I know that's pretty bad, but especially when I'm at the drugstore, expensive stuff, yeah, but at the drugstore, sometimes I go fucking buck wild in there and I just kind of lose all sense of time and get way too much stuff. So anyways, I have another passion for makeup too, just for fun though on myself, not like a makeup artist or anything like that, but I watch a lot of makeup videos as well on YouTube. But anywho, so those are Convenience Planner Co. if anyone wants to know. And also this is a little Catspresso Co. fold out folder. And I just have a picture of my boyfriend from grade school in there. And funny story, we actually went to the same grade school. We call it middle school where I am. And we didn't really talk or hang out at all. He's 2 years older than me. And so, but we just knew that we were in the, like, saw him in the hallway or something like that. And then we didn't start dating until we were in our 20s. So just somehow the universe brought, and we were living in totally different towns too at the time that we started dating. Totally different ones that we grew up in. So it was just like, I like to say the universe brought us back together, or not even back together because we weren't together in the first place, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so that's kind of a neat little story. So when I found this picture randomly in one of his old pieces of furniture, I was like, okay, mine. And then I have a little area that's just like with cards, and these are just like business cards, and I have some stamps in there too. And then of course I have my vision board that I have in all of my planners, and that is my purse pocket planner. So sorry I missed that, guys. I just wanted to, I didn't mean to like bang on the floor there, but anyways, I just wanted to add that in because it was an important part. It is an important part of my system. Awesome. Okay, bye guys, take care.